Muy buenas a todos, gente, y bienvenidos al canal. Bienvenidos un día más a otro episodio de The Council. En el capítulo de hoy ya por fin nos toca convencer al resto de los miembros de la casa para que en la conferencia voten a favor de nosotros. En principio vamos a ir a favor de Mortimer. Y así ya por fin pues descubrir un poco toda la trama, a ver qué es lo que ocurre entre Holmes y Mortimer, cuáles son los planes de uno y de otro. Así que sin más, comencemos. Todavía tenemos la lanza en todo esto. Tan importante que era, se la podíamos haber dado a nuestra madre.
I was sure you would stay. I'm proud of you. You've made the right choice. It took great maturity to forgive your sister as you did.
She brought me up. I realized I owed her a lot.
We all make mistakes, as Sarah well knows.
Why didn't you tell me the truth about her?
I thought that might be too many truths to absorb at one time. I intended to tell you afterwards. You were in a hurry, so I made a decision. You've been able to understand and choose for yourself. How do you feel?
Hard to say.
Abrumado.
Confused about everything? I have to admit, it's been a lot to take in such a short amount of time.
What could be more normal? It may have been a bit brutal, but you've just grown up in a very short space of time. From now on, you can influence your own future. I will guide you. We've all the time we need.
You're not the first to make me that offer.
What do you mean by that?
Your brother, Sir Gregory.
Gregory. Why am I not even surprised? What did he say?
Me habló de usted, se preocupa por usted. Vale, no. Desde luego no vamos a andar gastando tantos puntos. Vamos a decir que se
I
preocupa.
think he's worried about you.
Worried? Marvelous. That's just like him. You know, in a family like ours, we all have a role to play. And his is to worry about everyone else. Let me reassure you, there's no reason for him to worry about me.
Ni siquiera en lo concerniente a su padre. Vamos a
Like
preguntarle.
the relationship with your father, for example.
It's sometimes complicated, I must admit. I like to understand things, even if it means thinking outside the box. In fact, that's a character trait that you seem to have inherited.
No respondió a mi pregunta. Ciertamente.
You haven't answered about your father.
What did I tell you? You are too curious, my son. Let time do its work. I don't impose anything on anyone. I'm just following my own path.
But where does it lead?
I suppose I should explain. For centuries
Sí, para
now,
variar.
demons have emerged in and around great leaders all over the world. But like true tyrants, they have governed with an iron fist in a studded glove.
That's the impression I get.
But you see, people's discontent is increasing, and they are too high up to hear it. They take themselves for gods. Sooner or later, the people will turn against us, just as they have in the past. Each time it's happened, many of us have died. We must master the humans, yes, but gently. And the best way of doing that is by allowing them a free choice, Louis.
¿Quiere otorgar libertad a los seres humanos o ese es su proyecto? Bueno, claro, está claro. A
So
ver,
that's
su
your
proyecto.
project.
Of course, not entirely, no. It is easier to keep control over people who slumber than people who are oppressed. A man with nothing to lose is a dangerous man. Whereas, if you give him a roof,
Este tío es un
food,
crack,
and
el Mortimer.
entertainment,
O
he will
sea.
do whatever you want. The best way of getting them to achieve something is to make them think it was their idea. For that, they have to feel as if they are free.
Hang on. What do you mean?
Look at the United States. From the start, I introduced an idea that will change everything. The idea that everything is possible. Everyone can become someone. Is there anything more beautiful?
You mean it's not true?
Man
Hombre,
can
claro que es
move
mentira.
mountains when he believes it is in his own interest. And what nobler cause is there than his own freedom?
y qué causa es más noble que la libertad propia. Qué horrible, qué inmoral. No. ¿Tiene algún otro ejemplo?
Do you have any
¿O
more
cambiar?
examples?
Bueno, posiblemente
course.
ponga el de Francia. La emancipación de las mujeres. La emancipación de las mujeres en estas fechas es demasiado pronto. Hablemos de las religiones, el progreso. La esclavitud aquí ya estaba abolida, salvo por Reino Unido. Vamos a hablar de las religiones, vamos a tirarla aquí por donde duele.
What obscurantism! By harping on this concept of good and evil, guilt and redemption, look where men are now, locked up in beliefs that should no longer exist. It's time for men to rediscover themselves and to take control of their lives, as they really are, without any moral judgment.
¿Y el progreso?
Tell me what you think
Vamos a
about
preguntarle por
progress.
todo.
Progress is essential, Louis. It's the future.
What else?
Progress must liberate humanity from burdensome chores. Progress must replace man wherever his presence is not obligatory. It creates both the desire and the need. It will liberate women as soon as the machines are able to do all the chores in the home automatically. It will bring men together by bringing a faster means of locomotion. Look at the cultural revolution that printing brought about.
La
And
emancipación
what
de la
would you
mujer.
propose for women?
They must be given the right to work and to vote. Look, at the moment they don't work. They take care of raising children. What a mistake. We have to get them out of the house. Make them work. In this way, not only will they become consumers, but they will also delegate the job of
Mortimer está como
education
un
to
siglo y medio
the system.
por delante.
We
Bueno,
could
un
guide
siglo y medio no,
humanity
pero un
from a
siglo
young
por
age,
delante del
Louis,
resto
don't
de
you
la
see?
humanidad.
Today we are
En ese
wasting too
momento.
much time.
O sea, vamos, sugerir todo esto en estas fechas yo creo que es que te meten en la
Talk me about
guillotina.
slavery.
Well, take the slave trade, for example. It's an archaic practice that simply has to stop. Today, black slaves of America work for free and in
Bueno, sí,
unbearable
cierto, todavía
conditions.
esclavitud en
Tomorrow,
América.
if you free the blacks and offer them work along with a salary, they will
Y como
bless you
hicieron los
for
romanos.
it. Then, they will be integrated into the system. They will be taxable. Once they are free, they will have to work for a roof, pay taxes, and feed their families. Maybe we could take away the civil rights of prisoners, for example. In this way, we'll keep control of all those who respect the system and benefit from the others as workforce. But the most important of all has already been laid. The foundation stone. Freedom of speech. The First Amendment of the Constitution. There must be opponents to every project. So, above all, don't develop a one-track approach, otherwise man won't have enough room for expression to feel free. If man sees his chains, he will only want to break them. If we give men the feeling that they are free, I am convinced that they will exceed their limits, and it is only from that condition that humanity shall rise up.
But do you want to dominate or raise humanity higher?
I want it to advance. I want it to progress. Man is our vessel. If he progresses, then so do we. Wouldn't you like to know what we really are?
Who do you mean? Demons?
Yes, us. Our species. I've been searching for centuries, trying to find a way to explain the reason of our existence. But humanity has not yet evolved enough to make any progress on the subject. I am convinced that the sciences will bring that knowledge someday.
So, that's your objective, is it? To understand who we are.
Sigue siendo manipulación, sí, por supuesto que sí. Pero... ¿por qué no después de todo? A ver, la manipulación está claro que si no lo hace él, la va a hacer Gregory o la va a hacer cualquiera de las otras familias. O sea, la idea, toda la idea que tiene
I see your
Mortimer es
point.
buena.
Our family
Muy buena, de hecho.
clings to its privileges and to the past, and that's how they are putting us in danger. The time has come for change. Now that you know your true nature, there are still a few things I need to teach you.
What do you mean exactly?
A new skill, and not the least.
Venga,
Louis.
ahí, más
It's about
habilidades.
taking control of a person.
Qué grande. ¿Cómo se hace?
I don't
¿Cómo
see
se
how
hace
I
eso?
could do that.
I shall help you the first time.
¿Cómo es posible? Venga, va.
How do you do it?
It's an animal resonance. How it works is still a bit unclear even to us.
Like a wave or a sound?
That seems the most likely, yes. In my opinion, demons are capable of tuning their psychic frequency to that of others. That is why, for example, I tend to surround myself with deaf and dumb servants. The servants dressed in black. I infiltrated them. I opened a channel between them and me, and then I deprived them of speech and hearing. This way, no other demon can turn them against me.
Qué cabrón.
Okay, let's not waste any more
Cuéntame
time.
cómo es.
I deduce that you're impatient to master what's in store for you. That is good. I thought I'd mix business with pleasure for this first time.
What do you mean by that?
The conference will come to a close shortly, as you know. Not that I'm fed up with archaic diplomacy, but it's time to ensure
Vamos,
the
que vas a
success of
manipular
this
ya algunos de los
project.
que
To make this
de los votos en
happen,
contra.
I would like Piaggi to inform the Pope he has changed signs.
Amañar la conferencia, bueno, está claro que sí. Díselo.
You're going to use your powers to alter the votes?
The real game is about to begin, Louis. Up till now, the guests have been sizing each other up. From now on, it's time for Gregory and myself to play, as well as you yourself. Now, here is my plan. I would like you to join His Eminence in his room.
Just play along. We'll see when the time comes. Very well. And then?
You're going to have to trust me. What we're going to do is painless for the human you are going to invade.
Invade?
Yes, you're going to enter his mind and take control. You're going to influence his actions and his psyche. Make him speak, then concentrate. You must focus on him in order to feel his thoughts. Then, while speaking, you must link with him. Once you're done, you will naturally find your way to the source and enter into his thoughts.
But what if I fail?
Trust in your instincts. You just have to let yourself go. You have the skill. Let your nature come to the fore. You'll see. If you fail, you'll be in for some light banter with His Eminence. That's all. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Very well.
Perfect. Go now. The Cardinal is in his room. You will have to write a letter to the Pope as if Piaggi had written it himself. In this letter, tell the Pope that whatever happens during the conference, he must follow my propositions. But be careful. In order to protect himself from counterfeiters, the Pope had Piaggi's hand tattooed with a symbol to be sure of his identity. You'll see when you're inside him. You'll understand. Once it's written up, just bring it back to me and I'll send it off immediately.
All right, I'll take care of it.
Vale, Mortimer es un cabronazo, ¿eh? Aparte de ya pasar aquí a usar la artillería contra Gregory, nos va a usar aquí de conejillo de indias a la vez que nos intenta enseñar. Así, si nos engancha Gregory o salimos discutiendo con Piaggi, él se puede lavar las manos. O sea, es un auténtico cabronazo. Piaggi, que estaba al lado de la nuestra. Vale, vamos por aquí. Tiene buenas ideas, pero es un manipulador nato. Bueno, por otro lado es un demonio. ¿Qué podemos esperar? A fin de cuentas es un demonio. Elixir dorado. Vale, no tenemos ningún debuff. Entonces no podemos aprovecharlo. Piaggi. Vale, vamos a ver cómo podemos tomar el control de Piaggi.
Ah, well, Louis,
Parece que
what
nos
brings you
estuviese
back to
esperando.
my chambers?
May I sit down?
Of course, Louis. Don't you feel good?
Yes, but if I'm gonna pass inside you, I'd better sit myself down first.
It's nothing, don't worry about it.
Well, what can I do for you?
Right. Now I need to concentrate.
I wanted to speak to you, Your Eminence.
Hablarle de demonios, hablarle de política, hablarle de la Santa Lanza. O hablarle sobre la conferencia. Le podemos hablar de política.
What exactly is your role with regard to the Holy Father?
What? What on earth is he playing at?
It's coming. You're a cardinal in Pictori. Why don't you admit it?
Impertinent little brat. Louis, I don't find this conversation in very good taste.
All right, it's coming. Come on, Giuseppe, let me in.
What?
What? Ala, así.
I've done it. I've done it, damn it. He was right.
Joder, Josep, tienes las manos
It's just
tatuadas,
crazy.
pero las dos,
I
no
can't
una.
believe it. Look at yourself, Louis. You better not get caught. Whoa. I still need to get used to this body. So, let's see about what Mortimer asked me. Right. Well, it's time I got started. Let's see what I can find here to help me write that letter. I have no means to validate my forgery, so I better take my time with it and not make any mistakes. There are 2 letters from the Pope on the desk. I should be able to get a clue or 2 by checking how well they correspond to each
Vale,
other.
estas cartas ya las
And here
habíamos
are 3
leído.
stamps. All are different.
Hostias, a ver, hay 3 sellos y 2 cartas, y una de ellas tiene un código. Y Mortimer nos ha dicho que en la mano, que ya lo hemos visto, que hay un código personal. Vamos a leerlas otra vez por si acaso. Estimado Josep, no utilice su sello personal cuando me escriba, sino el que tiene mi lema, el 31 del 12 del 92. Vale, aquí tenemos GJ, GH, FJ. La J es el 2 y la G es el 1. 7, 9, vale. Bueno, por lo menos tenemos aquí... Vale, me lo voy a apuntar porque es que si no, esto es una movida. Vamos a leer la segunda carta. Mi estimado Josep, que Dios lo bendiga y lo proteja. Giovanni Angelo Gracchi. Y este es... Va, pero es que este código es distinto. La H no era el 1, en la otra. Vale, aquí el código es distinto. Vamos a ver, elegir el contenido de la carta. A
Let's
ver.
start writing. Lord Mortimer asked me to discredit Sir Gregory and to announce Piaggi's final vote in his favor. As an introduction, Your Holiness, thank you for your trust.
Desacreditar a Holmes o desacreditar a Mortimer. O desacreditar a ambos. Podemos desacreditar a ambos. Y cargarnos los 2 acuerdos. Esto es interesante porque la verdad es que estamos muy a favor de Mortimer y estamos pasando de Holmes, pero ambos son unos manipuladores del libro, o sea que podríamos desacreditar a ambos. Lo que pasa es que eso nos va a dejar un poco en ascuas. Voy a desacreditar a Holmes. Estoy a favor más de
now that I'm
Mortimer.
here, that I find Lord Mortimer's projects grant us many more advantages in comparison to what Sir Gregory had suggested. We are talking about the future of the Holy See. There. That should be enough to justify the change of vote.
Vale, escribir el código o elegir un sello. Y hay 3 sellos. A ver cómo son. Mirar el sello de la derecha. Se trata del futuro de la Santa Sede. Así que con esto debería justificar el cambio de voto. A ver, vamos a mirar la inscripción.
Justicia, misericordia e humildad. Boy, I gotta brush up my foreign languages.
Vale, justicia, misericordia y humildad, macho, tampoco es para tanto. O sea, no hace falta traducirlo. Vamos a volver, vamos a leer el sello del medio. Mira la inscripción del sello.
On it is written, Flore in Domo Domini.
Esto no sé lo que significa. Flore domum domini. Vamos a ver. Y este, a ver qué dice.
Justicia, misericordia,
joder, este es
e
el mismo.
humiltad. Boy, I'm gonna brush up my foreign languages.
No, el sello de la izquierda.
A circle with a cross inside.
Vale, este es simplemente una cruz. Vale, pues vamos a mirar la mano porque me he dado cuenta de algo sobre el sello.
In one
Vamos
of the
a mirar
letters,
esto.
the
Una
Pope
de las
asked
cartas.
Piaggi to change and to stop using his personal stamp. He asked him to use the one with the Pope's motto on it.
Lo conozco, el lema del Papa. Vale, lo conocemos.
And I remember that. Flore in domo domini.
Perfecto. Vale, ya sabemos cuál es el sello. Ahora bueno, espérate, vamos a usar el sello. Elige un sello para la carta. El del medio era. Flor domini. Y ahora el código.
There's a kind of code composed of 6 letters that they always write under the dates of their correspondence. According to Mortimer, it's got something to do with Piaggi's tattoo. I guess I'll have to write one for today's date. Now, ideally, it'd be better to do without it, but I'm going to need to be extremely clever here. Today the date is
24 del 1 del
24/01/1793.
93. AE. FJ. A ver, la F no puede ser porque la F es el 9. O sea, la J es el 2. Sería 24. Vamos a ver, pensar en la lógica del código o no añadir el código. No, vamos a pensar en la lógica del código.
In the
Pero tenemos
letters
a
from the
0.
Pope, there are 6 letters just below the date, 2 just below the month, 4 others below the year. Piaggi's tattoo. It must be used to establish a connection between the letter of the concentric circle and the numbers shown in the middle.
Piensa.
Some figures are the same in both codes, yet they correspond to different letters. The day is not translated. That must be the key to the code.
Vale. En la mano tiene 24A, 31I, 17. Vale, hoy es 24, o sea, 24A.
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
Cambiar la última letra. CF. CF. Cambiar la última letra, volver a empezar desde el principio. A ver, vamos a ver. Vale, el día de hoy es 24 seguro. Entonces, esto que tiene en la mano también es como un reloj. Parece un reloj. Parece como un reloj de estos de bolsillo. Entonces, si es un reloj, de hecho, tiene 10. Las letras corresponden a 10 puntos del reloj. Del 1, el 1 sería la F, que en la carta la F no coincide con el 1. Vamos a ver, cambiar la última letra. Vamos a cambiar la última letra, a ver. La fecha de hoy del 93. El 93. Puede ser la G o la J. A ver, la J es el 2. Espera, si la F es el 1, la I es el 2, la G es el 3.
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
G, no, pero hemos puesto G la primera, no. No, 24 es A,
Today the
tiene que
date
empezar
is
por A sí o sí.
24/01/1793.
A ver, la fecha de hoy es A, que tiene el
Today the
24.
date is 24/01/1793.
El 1 sería la F del 01 Aunque ¿cuál es el 0? Claro. Bueno, el reloj no tiene una hora 0.
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
Vale. Entonces esto sería 1, sería otra vez la F.
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
La siguiente es el 7, que el 7 sería 3, 6, 7, la C. La C.
Today the date is
Bueno, como lo
24/01/1793.
hagamos mal, vamos a mandar la carta sin el código. Bueno, la 9 sería la H.
Today the date is 24/01/1793.
Y la G, que sería el 3.
Today is the 24/01/1793.
Vamos a ver. Bueno, pues no sé si lo hemos hecho bien o a priori parece que sí. Carta falsificada.
Your Eminence, all ready to send... What's he doing here?
Damn it! That's all I need.
Don't worry, he can't hear us. What do you mean he can't hear us? What's going on here, Piaggi?
Decir que has exorcizado a Luis, decirle que le has dado un calmante, decirle que está cansado o decirle que Luis se ha desmayado. Vamos a leerle la mente al cabrón este.
The old goat is going to drop us. It's a lousy turncoat. Well, he'd better not tell me he just fell asleep.
Voy a que le hemos dado un calmante. ¿Le hemos dado un calmante?
Calm down now. Monsieur de Richet came to see me because he was having anxiety attacks and wanted something to help him relax. I'm afraid I've been a little heavy-handed.
You can say that again.
I was about to fetch someone to take care of him. Would you care to go?
There he is. And there he
Así que ahí se queda.
stays. It's the perfect opportunity.
What do you mean?
It's been a while now that I've been hoping for a chance to
Hijo
get
puta.
rid of him. Can you keep a secret?
¿Sabe guardar un secreto? Por supuesto, preferiría no saberlo. Por supuesto. Claro que sabe, vamos.
Of course, my son. Would you like to tell me under the confidentiality of confession?
Ah, don't talk rubbish. I don't trust the little runt because he
Joder, este
is
también sabe que es
Mortimer's
hijo,
son.
que soy hijo de Mortimer.
Would you believe it?
How does he know?
Dear God, how is that possible? I am flabbergasted.
We've wasted enough time. What if he wakes up? If you don't want to get your hands dirty, just turn away and leave everything to me.
This is not a decision to be taken lightly.
You're defending him now.
What are you talking about? Of course not.
He's made you change sides, hasn't
¿Le ha
he?
hecho cambiar de bando? Por supuesto que no. Es verdad, me ha hecho cambiar de bando. A esto no se lo podemos decir. En mi habitación no. Holmes se pondría. Sí. Va usted demasiado lejos. Vamos a echarle de la habitación, yo creo. Hostia, lo que pasa es que son 3 puntazos de lógica. No, vamos a decirle. Holmes se pondría 2. Bueno, si sabe que es un demonio, vamos a decirle que... Vamos a leerle la mente primero.
Slimebag. He works for
Muy
Mortimer.
desgraciado trabajo para
Good
Mortimer.
thing I already tried to warn Gregory.
Vale. No, vamos a decirle que Holmes se va a oponer.
I am certain that Sir Gregory would be opposed.
You know nothing. I know Sir Gregory better
That's
than...
against the rules of the conference, Monsieur von Wollner. I refuse to go against Sir Gregory.
Right.
Monsieur von Wollner, I always act in the best interest
Vale,
of
de puta
all.
madre.
I assure you,
Everyone's entitled to an opinion.
you must have lost your mind to want to take such an extreme course of action.
No one's asking you to help me do it.
Se lo contaré a Holmes, se lo contaré a Mortimer. Se arriesga a que cancele la conferencia. Informaré de ello al rey. Bueno, aquí el rey ni fu ni fa. O sea... Nada, le vamos a decir que si la lía se lo contamos a Holmes. Y hasta
If you
luego.
lay a finger on him, I'll denounce you to Sir Gregory. I'm warning you.
You old weasel.
Buah.
Very well, Piaggi, you win.
I refuse to let you do the first thing that comes into your head.
I don't know what the two of you are up to, but I'll find out sooner or later.
Right. Time for me to get back into my body.
Buah. Bueno, con este tenemos que tener bastante cuidado, ¿eh? Este es un cabrón.
Right. Don't just stand there, Louis. Mortimer's waiting for you in the red salon.
Ala, y le hemos dejado aquí dormido. Por los pelos. Normalmente con Mortimer en el comedor. De puta madre, distracción en nivel 2. Vale, pues vamos... Qué cabrón el Wolner este, de en medio, que también está manipulando la conferencia, vamos. Vamos al comedor. El comedor estaba aquí. Morty, ¿dónde estás? Ah, mira, Godoy. Vamos a hablar con él.
Am I disturbing you?
God damn it, Doriche! Are you joking or what? You sell me pipe dreams about Mortimer's project, and a few hours later, one of your allies completely breaks down. Is this what Mortimer's side is all about?
Listen, I'm kind of in a rush. Enough is enough. Choose your side and then everyone will be happy.
What?
Pero si
What
ya
are you
llevamos
playing at,
convencido, ¿no?
Doriche? It's too late! I've come too far to back out now! Good God! I swear there's nothing common about you, Doriche.
So everyone tells me.
Oh, while you're here, you wouldn't know who the last guest is,
¿Cómo?
would you?
Otro invitado
What do you
más,
mean?
tío.
I heard Sir Gregory speaking about it. A certain Al-Asif, something or other.
No,
Who?
¿cómo?
What?
Obviously not. It's not important, forget it.
No, hang on.
It doesn't matter, I'm telling you. We'll find out soon
Al-Asif.
enough. I'm in a hurry right now. I'm waiting for someone. See you later, Louis.
Pero ¿a quién estás preguntando? ¿A quién vas a esperar aquí, querido? Vamos a preguntarle por Al-Asif.
Al-Azif to participate in the conference?
Al-Asif lo mismo
That's
es el
what I
padre
was
de familia,
asking you.
el padre de Mortimer. Vamos a ver.
As von Wollner mentioned the arrival of this person just before the second conference.
Von Wollner.
Do you know who it is?
No, I thought so for a minute, but the name means nothing to me. Sorry.
It doesn't matter. Something tells me we shall find out soon enough, no?
Certainly.
Sí, la verdad es que sí.
Well, I must be leaving you.
El Von Wollner este va a ser más gordo de lo que parece, ¿eh? Mortimer. A ver qué nos cuentas.
So, Louis, what was your first time like? Bewildering, isn't it?
Here's your letter. I have to admit, the experience was utterly
Ya te
amazing.
digo que eso ha sido
Come, tell me
increíble.
more.
Casi vomito, estoy deseando volver a usarlo. He tenido que hacerlo 2 veces. Estoy deseando
Not
volver
much
a
else to
usarlo.
say, other than I've already developed a taste for it.
Delighted to hear it. Bear in mind that you will discover many new things by going from body to body.
Is it possible to go from one body to another several times?
With practice, yes. Some of us have become masters in the art of bouncing from one body to another, to the extent that they can't be found. But you did it.
Joder, qué crack. Vale, aquí viene nuestro
Gregory,
tío.
what can I do for you?
I've just come to make sure dear Louis has all the information he needs.
Needs for what?
You are free to make your own choices, William. I would like the same for him too.
There's nothing I want more, Gregory.
Your schemes will lead to your demise, brother. Don't involve Louis. He has nothing to do with all this. The end of the conference approaches, and this masquerade will soon be torn asunder. Don't drag him down with you in your disgrace.
Oh, ye of little faith.
On the contrary, brother, Louis has just entered the family. Give him a chance to find his place.
His place?
¿Qué quiere decir?
What place is that?
At the end of a leash, like all the others.
Don't listen to him. He's angry with our father.
And with good reason. He governs us in the same way he governs humanity, through fear and submission.
Same old tune. When will you understand that it's necessary to impose order for things to move
Vale, las
forward
típicas
properly?
rencillas de
You are under
familia, ¿eh?
his thumb and proud of it. Open your eyes, for crying out loud. His whole system has become outdated, and he's too old to see it. He will lead us to our demise.
Here he goes with another of his grand speeches. William has always been fond of staging big scenes. It's his theatrical side.
Eso como mínimo. Sí, eso como mínimo.
Does he have an inferiority complex?
I've told him time and time again, Louis. He always has to take it one step too far.
How dare you?
Peleas
You
de
are
manos.
blind, brother. Even if the evidence bit you on the nose, you still wouldn't see it. I feel sorry for you.
Tea is drunk hot or not at all, William. When will you learn? It's too bitter. You shouldn't let it brew so long.
I knew
Oh,
you'd be
pues
coming
iba a estar
along. You
envenenado.
are so predictable.
Methodical, I would say. Things must be accomplished in the right order if we want the world to keep turning as it does.
¿Pero qué teme usted que vaya a hacer, Mortimer, sin importar las consecuencias? Parece un régimen totalitario. Sí, la verdad es que parece un régimen totalitario.
When you speak of the right order, I can't help hearing your order.
Louis, wouldn't you think that by now we've acquired a certain experience? Don't you think that we are the best place to know what the right order should be by now?
Los dos son
I
los que
mostly
dominan Europa, desde
understand
luego que
that
sí.
even with the best of intentions, this kind
En
of
esa
talk
época-
could well be misinterpreted. Every powerful man has had to speak in this way at some stage. That doesn't mean that they were right or that they achieved great things. Take the kings of France, for example. They weren't all good monarchs.
You see, Louis, Gregory came here to make you change your mind. It's time for things to change. I acknowledge Father has done many good things for humanity, but his time is over, and now he must pass on the torch.
That's enough. There, Louis. That's the pathetic example your father has to offer. I really am sorry about what happened to you. You don't know our family yet. We can't have given you a very good impression, but bear in mind that
O sea,
we are
todos están en
all
contra de
against
Mortimer.
William's project.
On the contrary,
If he insists on going through with it, we will have no other choice than to intervene by force. Consequently, my dear Louis, you're going to have to choose sides. I would much rather have met you in different circumstances.
there you are, Louis. See what happens when you don't follow their orders to the letter.
Louis, I'm afraid the time to decide is now. If you follow William, he will drag you down with him. If, on the other hand, you support me, I can assure you that nothing will happen to you. You won't be blamed for your father's errors.
Ah, the masks are off. I offer you liberty. He obliges you to choose, and shamelessly asks you to betray your own father. That is their true face.
Right. Before I answer, well, I better think it over very carefully.
Hostia, esto es un
Do
todo
I
nada ya
intend to
aquí, ¿eh?
embrace my demon nature and take my place on the chessboard? Do I stay out of it and do my utmost to stop them? Or do I renounce my nature and do all I can to stay human?
Renego de mi naturaleza y hago lo que pueda por seguir siendo humano. ¿Soy un demonio o soy un hombre? A ver, soy un demonio. No me lo ha dicho a las claras. Soy un hombre. Para despistarlo, nada. Soy un
It's
demonio que
useless
mola.
trying to resist my true nature.
O sea,
I'm a demon. May as well accept it. The sooner the better. Even if I continue to live as a human, all my friends and acquaintances will inevitably end up dying.
bueno, se ve para
And
siempre.
I'll be left on my own.
Envejecen muy
forever.
lentamente.
I am a demon and I have to behave like one. The sooner, the better.
So? What do you choose, Louis?
¿Aliarse con Mortimer o aliarse con Holmes? Hostia. Hombre, es que me gusta más la idea de Mortimer. Porque Holmes a fin de cuentas es quedarse con... O sea, lo que ellos no quieren, la parte, el bando de Holmes es que no haya... O sea, que la monarquía siga siendo absolutista, que los regímenes del mundo sigan siendo igual, y con Mortimer sería pues el curso de la historia, ¿no? Que haya democracia, que Francia tenga su revolución y todo. Vamos a liarnos con
I shall
Mortimer, me
follow
gusta
my
más.
father, Sir Gregory.
Very well. But don't say I didn't warn you.
Please,
don't take offense, but I just can't turn my back on him.
It's time we finished what we started, brother. The final vote of the conference over the acquisition of Louisiana will take place in a few hours. I propose you gather your troops and prepare to close the debate.
That's precisely what I was going to suggest.
Come, follow me. It's time for us to get ready.
Vale, es que mola más el bando de Mortimer, pero mucho más.
Do you really think we have a chance of winning?
A chance? You don't know me very well, Louis. We are going to win.
But it only takes one person to vote against us, and we'll have lost.
That's true. That's why none of them will. Why? Because I have an asset that they do not.
Which is...
You.
My friends, prepare yourselves. The conference is about to resume. The time has come to lay down all our cards.
Bueno, pues somos mayoría, ¿eh? O sea, tenemos a las partes integrantes más tochas. O sea, Napoleón, Washington, Godoy están a nuestro favor. Y Holmes, ¿a quién tiene? A la duquesa, a Piaggi, bueno, que Piaggi le va a traicionar, a Volner y a Jack Perú, si es que Jack Perú no se ha ido, que en principio había dicho que se había ido. Vale, pues hemos superado, no hemos fallado nada ni había caminos alternativos en este episodio. Hemos falsificado la carta, desacreditado a Sir Gregory, hemos aprendido a usar el nuevo poder, me he aliado temporalmente con los Mortimer para la conferencia, he conseguido impedir que Von Volner me envenenara, el muy cabrón nos iba a envenenar. He descubierto dónde puedo encontrar el Al-Azif. He encontrado a Lady Hilbert en su habitación y he obtenido información de Manuel Godoy sobre el Al-Azif, que este será el superdemonio que vendrá a poner orden posiblemente en el próximo capítulo. Hemos subido 2 nivelazos, ¿eh?
From now on, whenever a human speaks to you, you will be able to read their current thoughts.
You take care of getting the lands. It's imperative. I'll take care of preparing our departure.
She has to pay for all the harm she's done to me.
Meanwhile, let us remain on our guard against any last-minute surprises. I know my brother well. He never prepares for war if he has no chance of winning.
Finding out that I'm a demon makes no difference.
I haven't come all this way just to fail so close to the goal.
If I'm asking you all these things, it's for your own good, you know.
You are keeping up the good work, I see. But I'm telling you, keep your guard up. Everyone is rather on edge right now.
Don't make me your competition, de Richet. You are no match.
Vale.
Trust yourselves. It's all already in there.
Y estamos en la cripta ya. La cripta de papá. Checkmate.
Dear friends, I'd like to thank you for your continued trust and confidence. I admit that during these past few days, there has been much upheaval. I understand you've all been affected by this. Nevertheless, the world doesn't stop turning, and we are in fact on the verge of reshaping the modern world.
That is what we are all here for, my lord.
Thank you for your enthusiasm, Monsieur Bonaparte. Now you all know what we have to do. I cannot warn you strongly enough. If one of Sir Gregory's guests asks to speak with you, remain on your guard. It is highly likely that he will try to rally as many supporters to his cause as he can.
Don't worry, William. We are all here to support your project through to its conclusion.
Thank you, George. Now, please, go and get some rest before the conference begins, which won't be long now. Louis, stay with me a moment, won't you? I'll be needing your services in a certain matter.
Yes, of course. What's the matter?
Louis, You are the only one here who I totally trust. It is very likely that Gregory will take possession of some of the members of our team. I shall keep them in check over the next few hours. However, I'll need you to... how can I say this? To persuade the members of Gregory's group.
What do you mean by that exactly?
You'll have free rein, my son. Persuade all of them. Use every possible means imaginable. But no physical violence. Let's be very, very clear about that. You must bring them all over to our side. One after the other. You can do this. I know it.
Very well, Father.
Now go, and come back and see me once you've finished.
I'll be off then.
Favor de los Mortimer. Hay que convencer a Giuseppe Piaggi, que bueno, ahí le hemos mentido. Vamos, hemos manipulado su carta. A Von Bollner, no, a Von Bollner yo creo que no le vamos a poder convencer. A Manuel Godoy y a Lady Hilborough. A Lady Hilborough yo creo que la tenemos... Hombre, no voy a decir comiendo de nuestra mano, porque la cabrona nos intentó poseer, o manipular nuestra mente. Pero sí que hemos confiado en ella, le hemos dado aquí pie a que confíe en nosotros, así que debería ser la más fácil de convencer. Pero bueno, veremos a ver. Y Godoy, en principio ya nos dijo que no se podía echar atrás, o sea que Godoy también va a ser fácil de convencer. Von Bollner, yo creo que no le vamos a convencer ni de coña. A Piaggi me da a mí que tampoco. Vamos a ver, vamos a hablar primero... Vamos a hablar con la duquesa primero. Menos mal que tenemos un montón de puntos... de estos de habilidad para poder gastar. Porque para intentarlos convencer seguramente que nos haga falta un montonazo. Bonaparte no nos ha dicho nada, y eso que cuando nos enfrentamos a él la cosa salió mal, le dimos un bofetón. Elixir dorado. Vale, podemos coger algo más. No parece. Vale, vamos a hablar con Emily. A ver si se le ha pasado ya la borrachera.
Emily? Emily, it's me.
Come in, Louis.
I just saw that. What's that servant doing in your room?
A gift from Father.
You're joking, right?
Unfortunately not. He's worried about my health.
Oh, typical. Of course, I understand this is in no way an overreaction on his part. Anyway, I've come to see if you're better.
That's very nice of you. Thank you. I'd appreciate it if we kept our last discussion to ourselves, Louis. I'm not very proud of the state I was in.
Don't worry.
Thank you.
And did you manage to speak to Mortimer?
One moment. I'd rather continue our discussion away from any curious eyes. Follow me next door, please. You wanted to know if we spoke? Well, let's just say he didn't stick around long, but yes, I can definitely say we spoke.
¿Y cómo fue? ¿Y cómo fue? Joder, 2 puntos. Es que está... Vale, es que es un +1 de dificultad. Con todos se conocen desde hace mucho tiempo. ¿De qué hablaron? Vamos a decirle de qué hablaron.
Do you want to talk about it?
He urged me to change sides and join him.
Huh. That's not what I was expecting.
Yes, you can't say Father allowed himself to get sentimental.
And, well, how are you? Did you take it all right?
To be honest, I don't know. I feel like I've lost all my bearings.
And what about me then?
Do you trust him?
Oh, no diga nada, Luis. Confía en él. Sí que confío en él. En mi imaginación no me está interrogando. Va, vamos a decir que sí.
Yes, I do. I'll
Sí,
follow him
confiamos
because,
en él.
well, I think he can teach us a thing or two.
I understand.
What about you? What do you
Además de lo
think?
que se trata es de que
Honestly, I no
Emily...
longer know who to believe.
de llevarnos
The
a
only
nuestro
one I
lado.
really trust is you. So, I shall follow you this time.
Vale,
So,
estupendo.
I can count on you for the conference vote then, right?
You can. I shall support Mortimer's project.
Perfect. Anyway, I won't keep you any longer. See you later for the vote.
Yes. See you later.
Pues ha sido más fácil, ¿eh? Vale, aunque tampoco era muy difícil, ¿no? Después de todo lo que hemos hecho aquí por Emily. Pero oye, nos hemos ganado un voto. Vale, vamos a ver, ¿a quién vemos? A Godoy, que está aquí al lado. A Godoy le podemos extorsionar con la carta que que vimos a la... que escribió una carta con una amante que tenía, y como tiene de amante a la reina, podemos presionarle para que la reina no se entere, porque si se enterase le corta la cabeza.
Duke Manuel,
De Richet.
I'm delighted to see you're standing by Lord Mortimer.
One cannot say that the situation is altogether reassuring, but I must admit, he does know what he's doing. Something tells me I've made the right choice. So, to thank you for persuading me to join you, what would you say to a nice piece of amber? I am given to understand that you collect it?
Yes. Thank you very much, sir.
Don't mention it to Isa. It is the least I can do. Good. See you at the vote.
I'll see you later then.
Right. Godoy is on board.
Joder, este se ha unido al equipo pero sin hablar. El Holmes, qué triste, ¿eh? Va... Ahí que nos pasamos la habitación. Se va a llevar una sorpresa en la votación que flipas.
Your Eminence, would you have a moment?
I shouldn't really, Louis, as you can imagine.
Rest assured, I come just as a friend.
All right then, Louis. But be quick.
Thank you, Your Eminence.
It's got nothing to do with it, but... You didn't come and see me in my room a few hours ago, did you?
Does he remember anything? Oh no. No, I'm sorry. You must be mistaken. I've been speaking to Lord Mortimer in his study.
I must have dreamed it then. It seems so real.
Don't blame yourself, Your Eminence. We're all exhausted. I can assure you of that.
That's very kind of you, Louis. I don't know what's wrong with me at the moment, but I feel rather fragile.
Poor man seems terrified. It'd be a good idea if I reassured him a little before trying to get him to change sides.
Oh, what did you want from me
Única
exactly?
oportunidad, hostia. ¿Qué recuerda exactamente? ¿Conoce la oniromancia? ¿Hablar sobre su sueño? Dios está con usted. O sea,
Tell me,
que
Your
nos cuente
Eminence,
su sueño.
do you know anything about symbols and dreams?
Hey.
Come, Louis. The scriptural law rejects all divination through dreams. You ought to know that.
Of course, I wasn't suggesting that these visions were messages from God, Your Eminence. But it might be that when we rest, our mind imagines situations based on things that left an impression on it. Take your dream, for example. What did it speak of?
I'm not sure that I can speak about it.
Don't worry, Your Eminence. There's no one else here but me.
El cura
I
confesándose a
was
mí.
right
Qué
here,
curioso.
in my room, and you came to see me. Then it all became confusing. I know that Mr. von Wollner was here too. No, it's not possible.
What was he doing?
He tried to harm you.
Damn it. He does have memories of what happened.
Joder,
Your
lo
Eminence,
recuerda
you have
perfectamente.
no reason to worry, because I'm right here in front of you, in perfect health.
Yes, you are right.
You're probably just a little tired, overworked, that's all.
That's it. Just a bit tired. Anyway,
un poquito mayor.
thank you for listening. Please excuse me, Louis, if I've wasted your time. You came to see me about the conference, I imagine. And here I go rambling on about I don't know what nonsense.
No need to apologize, Your Eminence. Think nothing of it.
What did you want to speak to me about?
Right. It's now or
De la
never to get him to
conferencia,
change his mind.
su sueño era una premonición, está en el bando equivocado, y si lo hacemos sentir culpable, vamos a hacerle sentir
I must
culpable.
admit that opposing you pains me, and it pains Lord Mortimer a great deal as well.
I can well imagine. You should know that I am not happy about it either.
He's an upright man who, like yourself, spends his time helping others and doing good around him. But you know that better than I do.
I owe him a lot, you know.
Your Eminence, if you feel you owe him something, let me tell you it's not too late to show it.
It's thanks to him that I took the Holy Orders. We met when I was very young, here, on this island. After our encounter, I had the firm conviction that my duty was to take the Holy Orders. To tell you the truth, I owe him everything.
Have you ever thanked him for it?
Never. You must find me ungrateful.
I would never dare, Your Eminence.
You came to persuade me to join him, didn't you?
I don't have that power, but I do sincerely believe that Lord Mortimer serves a righteous cause.
You are an angel who brings peace to the soul, my son.
Listen to your heart, Your Eminence.
You are right.
Listen to your
To
heart.
hell
¡Ey!
with
Pues
all
lo
this
hemos pasado.
political manipulation.
Hostia.
Yes, I must listen to my conscience.
Yes. Listen to that little voice in your head. What does it say?
Yes, Louis. I will vote for William's project. I will follow you.
I'm sure it will mean a great deal to Lord Mortimer, Your Eminence.
Once again.
Perfecto.
Thank you, my son. Please leave me now. I must
Debo
pray.
rezar.
Of course,
Sí,
Your Eminence.
reza, reza.
I'll be on my
Pues
way
hemos
now.
triunfado, convenciendo a Piaggi. Hemos triunfado, pero mucho. Nos quedaría Von Wollner. Von Wollner, que va a ser... A ver dónde estaba su habitación. Yo creo que a Von Wollner no le vamos a convencer, pero... Hombre, por un voto nos va a dar igual. La conferencia ya la tenemos ganada, porque tenemos a todos los miembros a nuestro favor. A todos menos a Wollner, daría igual. Pero bueno, vamos a intentarlo. Agua del Carmen no tenemos nada.
I need to talk to Von Wollner.
Vale. Y está
Blast
hablando
it.
con
Holmes
Holmes.
is with him.
Gentlemen,
Louis! I'm sorry, but we are waiting for Duke Manuel. If you wouldn't mind leaving us, I should think you already have enough to do as it is.
Very well. I didn't mean to disturb you. They're waiting for Duke Manuel. No doubt to make him change sides. All right. If they want him, then they'll get him.
Oh. Si lo quieren lo tendrán. Convéncelos de que voten a favor de Lord Mortimer. Vale, o sea que quieren convencer a Godoy. Vamos a ir a hablar con él. Y tal y como dice Luis, vamos a poseerle y a ver qué nos cuenta. Vale, la habitación de Godoy era esta que está aquí al lado. A ver si no se da cuenta, porque el Holmes es un
Yes, monsieur.
es un pez
Is
gordo.
there
O sea,
something
que
you
lo
wanted
mismo
to
coge y se
add?
cuesta según le,
I need you to listen
manipulamos.
carefully to what I have to say, Godoy.
I am all ears.
Push. I need you to do me a little favor. It's working, that's it, Louis. Get in his head.
Oh, dear. What is happening to me? I do not feel very well.
I need your help, sir. Get in his head. Oh, perfect.
Thank you, monsieur. I'm sure I'll know how to take full advantage of your vessel, now that I am Manuel.
Manuel Godoy. Menudo pájaro. Vamos a
Duke
ver qué nos
Manuel!
cuenta.
Here you are at last.
Sir Gregory, Mr. Von Wollner.
Thank you for agreeing to this meeting. I shan't beat about the bush, my friend. I was very disappointed by your behavior. I had thought you more loyal. Consequently, my affection for you leads me to ask you to reconsider one last time.
I've already reconsidered it, Sir Gregory. I shall be loyal to you when it comes to the vote. Have no doubt about it.
Excellent news indeed, my friend. Did you hear, Johann?
Yes, and it comes at a most timely moment. I anticipate an overwhelming victory.
It goes without saying to keep it to yourself. I would like to give William a nice surprise.
Whatever you say.
I'll leave you with Johann a while. I still have a few things to settle. I shan't be long.
See you later, Sir Gregory.
Oh, Godoy. Come over here. I'm warming myself up. I had the misfortune to step outside and I'm frozen solid.
Vale, a ver.
I wonder what he was doing outside. Something to do with what Holmes asked him for. Maybe. He's back from the landing stage. Damn. He must have gone to deposit Al Azif for someone to pick up.
Mr. Von Wollner, I wanted to speak to you. I'd like to make you an offer you can't refuse.
I'm all ears.
Now, we don't have much time, so here it is. You will vote for Mortimer.
What a strange idea, Godoy. You are being ridiculous. Tell me now, why would I do that?
Confrontación y tenemos dos fallos. Holmes no arriesga nada, Holmes nos ha mentido, solo vela por su propio interés. Holmes juega con Luisiana aunque no le pertenece. Holmes está solo sin poder. Vamos a decirle que nos ha mentido, se la podemos liar.
Sir Gregory has been taking us for a ride right from the start. When it comes to this operation, he isn't championing the interests of our respective
Prusia, desde luego, esto no le
nations. All he
beneficia
cares
nada.
about is beating Lord Mortimer at his own game.
Oh, come, Manuel. Where are you getting this from?
Name me even one decision by Sir Gregory that was in favor of Prussia.
My God. man. I didn't know you were so excessive.
You don't want to answer?
I will. Just let me think.
You're pinned down. You will only get mere crumbs out of Poland. It will go to Russia. And I hope you're ready for a global war, because I doubt France will agree to our coalition.
True. Said like that. I don't know.
I'm not criticizing. I'm in the same boat as you. Spain will docilely follow Holm without getting anything in return.
You are wasting your time, Duke Manuel. You know nothing about me, and your attempts to manipulate me have no effect. You behave as though we were close. Yet ever since you arrived, you've only been interested in your own little self.
Don't say that, Johann. We may not be friends, but we are allies.
Is that so? And what do you know about me
ha encontrado el algacif para Holm. Ha robado los mapas de Mortimer, eso sí. Podemos, a ver, vamos a pensar a ver qué sabe. Otro demonio es este tío. What? Qué cabrón. ¿Quería Elizabeth? Ah, bueno, pues si podemos intentar liarle con que Gregory mató a Elizabeth.
I know, for example, that you felt a strong attachment for Miss Adams.
But how? You were there.
As I said, we are allies. I never lose touch with my allies. I take care of my allies. And when they are afflicted with grief, I sympathize.
I didn't speak about it to anyone.
No. And that's perfectly normal. It's your secret.
Thanks, all the same. But, tell me, why do you want to follow Mortimer all of a sudden?
Mortimer is planning something. We don't know everything. He must have something up his sleeve to be so confident.
Ah, really?
¿Y usted qué cree? Matará a todos los que se opongan. Ya he tratado con gente por encima de nosotros. Mortimer puede chantajear a Gregory o puede controlarnos a todos. Martin ya ha tratado con gente por encima de nosotros. No sé si
all of this is just a show. He has contacted all those we represent.
What do you mean?
That everything is already decided in higher spheres. William Frederick, the King of Spain, the Pope, William Pitt.
I don't understand.
Lord Mortimer has invited those who work in the wings of power to take a hand in swaying the decisions of those who actually hold it. Everything is already played out. He has already won.
How is this possible?
We've all underestimated him.
He's fooled us. We're done for.
Look, it all hinges on the next 2 hours, Johann.
Hostia, está a punto de caramelo. Si le presionamos más, no lo ganamos.
No chance that Mortimer can make us all change sides. That is why Sir Gregory can but win. You understand?
Think again. It's already too late.
Solo queda usted. Abandonó a Holmes. Todos los invitados ya sirven a Mortimer. No, a nosotros no le podemos decir. Vamos a rayarle. Vamos a rayarle. A ver si funciona, porque ya lo tenemos rayado.
Is honorable, but no longer makes any sense. If you don't change your mind, you'll be venturing into dangerous waters for no valid reason.
Unless it's to win.
Yes, but at what price? Think of all those who will be hostile toward you afterwards. Just think about it rationally a minute. Prussia has nothing directly at stake. So why put your position or your life in the balance?
Vale, genial, lo hemos pasado. La verdad es que sí, Prusia aquí no pinta nada. No sé por qué ha venido el prusiano.
Well, it's unthinkable. Unless I simply don't have any choice.
Yes, he's finally cracked.
Thank you for warning me.
You're welcome. There is nothing more natural between allies. I did what I could. Now, it's up to you. As for me, I'll vote for Mortimer. Good luck to you.
Good luck.
No tengo ya muy claro que este vaya a votar a Mortimer. Y encima si es el hijo de Gregory no se va a poner en su contra. Bueno, el poder de controlar a la peña es espectacular. O sea, y encima se quedan aquí como idos.
See you later, my Lord Duke. Have a nice rest.
Vale, presenta tu informe a Lord Mortimer. Vamos a dejarlo por aquí y seguiremos el próximo día. Espero que os haya gustado el stream y si es así, darle un like y suscribiros al canal. Deciros también que estoy en directo en Twitch de miércoles a domingo a partir de las 9:30 de la noche. Os dejo el enlace en la descripción. Un saludo y nos vemos en el próximo episodio. ¡Chao!